Jesus, he was a carpenter.
I'm just pointing it out.
But you're technically wrong.
I'm not technically wrong.
You're technically wrong. Jesus was a carpenter.
He had blue collar
therefore
roots.
blue collar.
But we don't know what.
Oh yeah, we're ready. Sorry. Howdy, everyone. Welcome back to another Jesus-filled episode of Texish, the show about some things Texas
and some things heresy.
We've got a really good episode in store for you today.
Tito's and Shiner, gonna be an all-nighter, and I just might find her at the Whataburger line. Dance halls and women, but man, I'm wishing that I was fishing by the river tonight in Texas.
But first, as always, your favorite segment
and ours.
Our not sponsors,
Not
still
sponsors.
giving us no money.
Zero
To this
money.
day, we're approaching 2 years of not sponsors, and no money has come
I've gotten
in.
zero money from any
We're
of these
going to
not
post
sponsors.
our bank account information right here for
Right,
those
there you go.
listening. If
And,
you actually want to
want to wire that in there.
So,
Gunnar, who's our first not sponsor?
Our first not sponsor for today's episode of Texish is pickleball.
Pickleball!
Did you come in second place in co-ed softball when you were in community college? Pickleball! Do you just want to play shirtless even though it's 40 degrees outside? Pickleball! It's not table tennis. It's not ping pong. It's pickleball!
Are you an adult who struggles to make friends? Pickleball! Are you a tech bro who wears fleece everywhere you go, no matter what, and you're still just trying to find that thing where you can drink and be social at the same time, but it's not really a bar, so you're not technically an alcoholic? Pickleball!
And are you also sober and maybe a geriatric, really old person who's about to die and needs something to do before you actually die and maybe sweat a little bit? Pickleball!
Are you 60 years old and you're still dunking on 20-years-olds somehow?
Pickleball, the official retirement sport of Tom Brady and Drew Brees. Pickleball. It was fun. It was a fun one, you know? Really fun. It's weird how there's like the hybrid athlete bros and then there's the pickleball bros.
So different.
Very different.
Yeah.
Very the same.
Very the same.
And
the attitude is the same. It's like we're all in on pickleball. We pickleball all the time. All we
6
talk
a.m.,
about is pickleball.
It's pickleball time. Pickleball.
Pickle balls.
Pickle brawl. I would like to have a pickle brawl with some of the pickleballers. That sounds like a good hardcore band name to start now, like the Pickle Brawlers.
The pickle brawl?
Or just Pickle Brawl. Who's our other not sponsor for today's episode?
We'll see how this one goes.
Yeah.
Our other not sponsor is diabetes.
Diabetes.
It's the sugar sickness. It's diabetes.
Diabetes.
Are you fat, out of shape, and need an excuse? It's diabetes.
Diabetes.
Are you keto, or is that just a blood glucose monitor that you actually need? It's diabetes.
Are you the ugly Jonas brother?
Diabetes.
I think it's the ugly one that has it. No, it's the fourth one. Anyway,
diabetes. I don't know.
Diabetes.
The beatus.
Are you from Texas and drink a lot of sweet tea?
Diabetes.
It's always fun when people.
What was that guy's name? I can't remember it off the top of my head.
Bill Hader? Wait, what's
No. The guy who did the diabetes commercial.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh man, we got to look that up.
I also
it's
feel like
so
my
funny.
view of diabetes is
Is a little bit,
skewed because
yeah.
of Crazy Uncle Ronnie. Because
he had the other one.
he had
the one you're like born with.
Born with, but because of him, I think people with diabetes are insane,
right?
Because of their diabetes, and I forget it's just
our crazy.
It's just our crazy uncle.
It's like he fell off a bridge, and that's probably
I met
crazy.
4 people in college. And they said they had diabetes, and my first thought was like, "So you're a racist
So you're
too?
insane.
Cool, okay, like you're a little crazy.
Oh, you just like go around kicking children?
Yeah, awesome. Did Uncle Ronnie kick you,
dude? So hard.
What happened?
We were playing Duck Duck Goose, and he was just like low sugar or whatever it was. And we were playing, having fun, and out of nowhere, he just
booted.
Gives me a swift kick in the ass. I fell over, and like
Oh my
it was.
gosh.
I thought it was fine, but the adults were like, "And we're done."
And you're gone.
That like it flipped a switch in Nana. She saw it happen and was like, "And you're not coming over anymore.
You don't come over anymore.
Yeah.
Less PBRs.
Less PBR.
Unless bull riding is on the TV. Uncle Ronnie's not allowed over here anymore.
I did enjoy the watching the bull riding with Crazy Uncle Ronnie.
So much fun.
Oh
man. Such a good guy. All right. Do you want to hear about our small town of the week?
Small town of the week.
It's the smallest town for this week. Our small town of the week is Florence, Texas.
Florence, Texas, not to be confused with Florence, Italy.
Or Alabama.
Or Alabama.
There is a Florence,
There's a
Alabama.
Florence, Alabama.
Florence is a city in Williamson County, not to be confused with Williams County, Texas, United States. The population was 1,171 at the 2020 census. Since 2000, the territorial limits of Florence has grown by, hold on here, hold on to your hats, 8%. Florence is located about 13 miles north from Georgetown and 40 miles north of Austin in northwestern Williamson County. The site was settled in the 1850s and briefly called Brooksville. I guess they changed the name at any point. By 1857, it was known as Florence. Maybe the machine, I don't know. When the first post office was established, Florence is a significant cotton processing center, not to be confused with the Panhandle, and was the original destination of the Bartlett-Florence Railway, later the Bartlett Western Railroad, which ran from a connection in Bartlett, Texas with the Missouri-Kansas-Texas Railroad.
And we know how important that is.
Well, it failed, which is why Florence is not a bustling metropolis now. Yeah, that line started in 1909 and was abandoned by 1935.
I bet you anything people selling houses in Florence go, you're only 45 minutes from downtown Austin.
I guarantee. I
Guarantee it.
I give it 5 years and people like Jake are going to be living in Florence and they're like, I'm from Austin.
Yeah.
Even though they don't live there.
Right.
That is 4 cities away from. I hate that so much. Like
people live in Georgetown and are like, we're from Austin. You're like, no, you're not.
No, you're not. There's a whole city between you and Austin.
Yeah.
And you're a whole city. It just
Your
doesn't make
face
sense.
is a whole city.
Also, what's wrong with being from Georgetown?
Right.
It's weird when
Nothing.
people say they're from Austin
And then
because
they're not.
It's because they're afraid to say they're from San Marcos. Just say you're from San Marcos.
Well, San Marcos is great.
It's a really cool place.
It really is.
San Marcos.
Own it.
Really cool place. Just own it. All right. Do you want to hear about what happened once upon a time in Texas history?
Once upon a
That
time.
was a nice smooth one.
Thanks.
Like, once.
Once.
Welcome,
Put
to,
them on
One-
radio,
welcome to
please.
Once Upon a Time in Texas History here on 503.5, the History Channel. I feel like that was good.
That's good. I like that.
I can hear myself.
That
It's
was
just
nice. Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, all right. Once upon a time in Texas history, the month was November. The year was 1972. The Department of Public Safety, otherwise known as the DPS, surveilled the chicken ranch for 2 days. The chicken ranch outside of LaGrange, documenting 484 people entering the rural, not chicken farm, brothel. At the request of a member of the DPS intelligence team, local law enforcement closed the chicken ranch for a short time. It reopened in July 1973, and that's when Houston television reporter Marvin Zindler, not to be confused with Swindler, began an investigation of the chicken ranch. If you haven't caught on yet, this is a brothel full of prostitutes.
Much like the Bunny Ranch, the Chicken Ranch.
The chicken ranch where people go to not buy chickens. Zindler claimed for many years that he began the investigation because of an anonymous tip. Governor Dolph Briscoe closed the operation only to have it open again after a few months because he missed it. Zindler then shed more light on the operation, which led to the ranch being permanently closed by that year of November 1973.
Permanently closed.
Permanently closed. I mean, as ZZ Top talked about, there is a house, shack, outside the Grange.
Yes, there
And
is.
that song came out after the 1970s.
Just
I
pointing
think.
that out.
Just want to throw that out
Just
there.
want to throw that out there.
Yeah, how mad do you think the LaGrange Baptist Church was to know, like, a stone's throw away from your place, there's 484 people just going in and getting it.
Almost as mad as the pastor was when it closed.
Oof. Ouch. Ooh. Oh.
That one hit a little close to certain homes.
That hit to a lot of homes right there.
Howdy, 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 y'all. Normally, we bring you our not sponsors, but today we are excited to talk about an actual sponsor, Hydrate by Good On Ya. You can go to goodonaorganic.com to get Hydrate, which is an all-organic hydration powder supplement. It contains only natural organic ingredients and no sugar at all. It's made of lemon juice, coconut water, stevia, and organic sea minerals. This is the best hydration product I personally have ever used. I take it every single day when I wake up and after my sauna, and I feel incredible. Completely organic ingredients. A good friend of ours introduced us to this, and I can't go a day without it. So get yourself some Good On Ya. Get yourself hydrated.
Look, it's not the 1920s anymore. Everybody has a business or a startup of some sort, whether it's a side project, whether you've ditched the silver spoon and are going all in on your side hustle to make it a full-blown business, or you have a small business already, but you've hit a plateau in growth and you're trying to find different ways to turn your marketing dollars into legitimate revenue. Well, Creators Collective is here for you. They are a full-service marketing agency offering marketing, branding, logo design, copy, video, social media management, anything custom to your business or your startup or your side hustle that will help you grow your bottom line, grow your brand reach, and just feel like you have the best dang company ever because your marketing assets are frankly better than everybody else in the game. So what you need to do right now is go to creatorscollective.us and contact them to schedule a call and find how Creators Collective can help you grow your business for the long term. That's Creators Collective. Schedule a call and just grow your freaking business with marketing that freaking works.
Who's our Texas badass?
Our Texas badass of the week is one you've definitely heard of. You may have even used his products.
What?
It's Michael Dell.
Oh, biggest house on the Austin Lake Austin.
Really cool house also.
Yeah,
like just
cool.
honestly, a very cool house. So Dell was born in 1965 in Houston to a Jewish family. His parents were Lorraine Charlotte, a stockbroker, and Alexander Dell, an orthodontist. They wanted Michael to be a doctor for obvious reasons.
Yeah, for sure.
He did not see it that way.
Okay.
So to put this in perspective,
Here's to the misfits, am I right?
Here's the misfits, right? Michael Dell was extremely intelligent.
I'm sure.
While he attended Herod Elementary High School in Houston, he would go on to attend Memorial High. And in a bid to enter business early, he applied to take the high school equivalency exam at age 8.
What?
At age 8.
So he was also a loser, I guess.
He definitely struggled in the friends department.
I'm sure he's one of those kids.
Not because like he smelled weird or whatever, but because he was too smart.
He was too smart for everybody.
I mean, just imagine being 8 years old and being like, I would rather be in business than have friends.
Yeah, like I would rather look at spreadsheets than
color with your
play at the
crayons.
park. Yeah, crayon, whatever.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Todd, that's a great new toy. I just made $20,000 selling newspapers, which he did.
Wait, what?
So check it out. He basically starts business by selling newspapers.
Okay.
It says he purchased his first calculator at age 7 and encountered an early teletype terminal in junior high. By age 15, after playing with computers at Radio Shack, he got his first computer, an Apple II, which he promptly disassembled to see how it worked.
Okay.
And while he did attend Memorial High School, he started selling subscriptions to the Houston Post in the summer. So this is where it's like, hey, his parents wanted him to be a doctor, go to med school, all those things. And to please him.
But I also feel like they can't be like, stop doing what you're doing to be a doctor. Right?
Right. So to make them happy, he started pre-med at the University of Texas in 1983.
When he was how old?
I would have to do the math, but he's still like, he's like 17.
He's still not 18.
He's not 18.
That's my point. Okay.
So to put that in perspective, he drops out of high school at the age of 19.
Yeah.
Or drops out of college at the age of 19.
Okay. Yeah. Also, imagine being so smart that appeasing your parents is going to pre-med.
Oh, you want me to go to med school?
Fine, I'll
Mom
take
and Dad.
the exam.
This is where it starts to get kind of fun.
Okay.
So he was trying to target specific populations for his newspaper subscriptions rather than just like making cold calls. He earned $18,000 in one summer, hired several employees, and after earning a gross profit of nearly $200,000 in his first year of business, he dropped out of the University of Texas at age 19.
Gosh.
That's insane.
No one needs college.
So while a pre-med student at the University of Texas, Hookham, he started an informal business putting together and selling upgrade kits for personal computers in room 2713 of the Dobie Center residential building.
Okay.
Which we all know, if you go to UT, you learn, oh, Michael Dell sold out of this.
Yeah.
He then applied for a vendor license to bid on contracts for the state of Texas, winning bids by not having the overhead of a computer store. Okay. So because he was going to college there and like selling out of a
dorm room,
right, he didn't have to pay for any type of office space and could just like shrink the beat
cost.
everybody. Which is very similar in my mind to what's that movie they talk about the two guys who were bidding on weapons contracts.
Oh yeah, War Dogs.
Yeah, War Dogs. It reminds me of War Dogs.
Yeah,
where
Miles
you just
Teller.
like, yeah, there you go.
So good.
So in January of 1984, he banked on his convictions that the potential cost savings of a manufacturer selling PCs directly had enormous advantages over the conventional indirect retail channel. So in January of 1984, Dell registered his company as PCs Limited, operating out of a condominium. The business sold between $50,000 and $80,000 worth of PC upgrades, kits, and add-on components. By May, Dell incorporated the company as Dell Computer Corporation and relocated to a business center in North Austin. While the company just employed a few employees to fill and take more orders, manufacturing staff consisted of three guys with screwdrivers sitting at 6-foot tables, and the venture's capitalization cost was just $1,000.
Oh my gosh.
In 1992, by age 27, he became the youngest CEO of a company ranked in Fortune magazine's list of the top 500 corporations.
I'm such a waste of existence.
Right?
That's all.
That's how I feel, right?
Just a waste of absolute bone and blood.
By 96, he started selling over the web. The same year his company launched its first servers. And you'll know from Amazon Web Services, servers are the biggest businesses that computer manufacturers like really do, is hosting all the information. They reported about $1 million in sales per day from Dell.com.
Easy.
At this point, it is chump change. In the first quarter of 2001, Dell Inc. reached a world market share of 12.8%, surpassing Compaq to become the world's largest PC maker. So basically, Michael Dell started one of the most powerful computing businesses globally from a dorm room at the University of Texas.
Whilst appeasing his parents and going pre-med at a very prestigious university.
Young age.
Do you think even like when he hit, do you think he sent his parents the Fortune magazine, youngest CEO of a Fortune 500 company, and they just wrote back, so how's med school going?
They're like, well, Johnny's a doctor. Your friend Johnny that you went to school with, he's a doctor.
Okay, so how come you're not an MD yet? Okay, like
I gotta tell my friends.
I like how we're assuming that these people from Houston had New York accents.
I mean, they definitely didn't, but I mean, that's the Michael Dell
I'm jealous,
origin story.
I like to imagine that his parents hated him, but I'm sure they
probably
were very proud. Yeah,
especially after he retires them at age of 25
or something.
Right?
Yeah,
it's like, hey, mom and dad, here's a check for $500 million.
I bought 5 lake houses. You can pick 2.
Yeah, enjoy.
Yeah.
No,
wow.
I mean, we all know what happened to Michael Dell. Like, he's a successful guy, just quietly pretty successful. Dell Corporation, the foundation, all those
has
things.
quietly also kept headquarters in Austin. For
continues
the whole time
to employ thousands of Austinites.
It is funny driving around Austin because that's Michael Dell's lake house. That's Michael Dell's first house. That's Michael Dell's like brother's house. Like,
that's where Michael Dell drunkenly killed a hobo.
Yeah. So what?
What? That's not, I promise.
That didn't happen.
But I did just want to highlight that he is a Texas badass for starting a computer company out of his dorm room and being so successful. He dropped out of college.
Who needs Silicon Valley, right? Like, who needs California? Definitely not Michael Dell.
Well, he did end up using Silver Lake Capital to like grow the business.
Well, that was neither here nor there. Heretofore, it's a facto. Apropos this discussion. All right, you want to do Texas update? Texas
Let's
update.
do Texas
All right,
update.
Texas update. Wait, you got first? Or
Ready?
all right.
Texas update. Tornado warnings are spanning the state of Texas, and Texans everywhere are doing the exact same thing. Ignoring it like they do Amber Alerts.
Nice one.
Thanks.
A few weeks ago, a streetcar club caused a massive traffic jam in downtown Austin, Texas. Governor Greg Abbott, seen here giving up letting Mexicans cross the border for Lent, assembled a statewide task force to stop these hostile street takeovers. But let's face it, he's just jealous that he can't burn rubber the way those cars can.
A video has been released of Texas Representative Nate Schatzline, who recently authored a bill to restrict drag performances, skipping and dancing around in drag. Said Greg Abbott, "I won't stand for such a blatant display of gross negligence. It's offensive. How dare he be skipping?"
A flight from Austin, Texas to Frankfurt, Germany was grounded in Virginia after severe turbulence sent 7 passengers to the hospital. And one very queasy confused Ted Cruz to the ticket counter, wondering when Frankfurt became a city in Germany and not a resort in Cabo. One day we'll get rid of the Ted Cruz jokes,
One day.
That was Texas update. 1923, we got a man overboard.
1923.
All right. Let's set the scene here.
All right.
All right, is Spencer ever going to make it to Montana?
We're on a boat.
We're on a boat. It's going fast. And I got a nautical
somewhere.
theme. Pass me the Afghan. Pass me the Afghan.
Pashmina?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's how many episodes are left?
I mean, that was episode 8. So typically they do a 10 episode run,
right?
For
That's
like the
usually
limited series.
1883 was
so
10.
He either has to get there tomorrow. Like
somehow I keep thinking that we're gonna somehow weave in the right like
spoilers, obviously, like he gets thrown in jail in ocean jail at the end of this episode.
Yeah, which is pretty severe.
It's pretty severe.
And then taken to port somewhere. I forgot. I don't even know if they're in.
I don't know where they are, right? Where are they going?
I think I don't know where they are. But legit halfway through the episode, I thought, I guess at some point they're going to meet these guys called the Wright Bros who just invented an airplane, and they're going to fly to Montana.
Well, it's 1923.
Because it's moving so slow.
Where are they
I'm
going?
loving it. I love every episode, but I'm getting to a point of like, how do they get to Montana?
I don't know that they do.
They haven't even crossed the Atlantic yet.
Right? I feel like they're going the wrong way.
They've been going north the whole time.
It's like, why?
America's over here.
It would have been faster to go through China at this point. Honestly.
Apparently, it was just impossible.
Who planned this route?
Yeah, Spencer, apparently.
Taylor Sheridan.
Yeah, apparently Taylor Sheridan doesn't understand logistics.
They're actually on a boat to the 4-6s. That's actually what's happening.
That's where they're going.
Is they land and all of a sudden it's 2023 and they've made it to the 4-6.
They finally made it.
It was a time warp the whole time.
Yeah.
And Taylor Sheridan's taking over Doctor Who. That's what's happening. That's
Taylor
what's
Sheridan
happening.
presents the Marvel Universe. Be really good.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's taking so long.
So long.
And I enjoyed watching that guy die. Mm-hmm. Sometimes there's a death in the Taylor Sheridan universe.
From the time they set that character up, I was like, he is dying in spectacular.
Yeah, like we said last
I have
episode,
no idea.
he is dying severely.
And I don't know how he's going to do it, but it's going to be funny because like just the casting of that actor was such that you're like, you are a pitiful nerd.
And you know it.
And you know it.
And you don't deserve...
Right.
You don't deserve her.
Sure.
Like, and you suck.
And they're going to just let you suck.
Yeah.
And it's Taylor Sheridan, so there's not going to be any type of like back and forth where there's this like respectful whatever.
No.
Or like Spencer's not going to struggle at all.
With killing him. Yeah. And I will not lie. My blood flow to a certain area of my body increased a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
When he looked at the dad and was like, do you know who I am?
Yeah.
He says, yes. And he said,
like,
then control your son.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I got a little...
I think anybody watching this show was like, I wish I was that person.
I wish I was Smith. I wish I could look at someone's dad and be like, you know who I am? You know who I am?
Yeah.
Control your son.
I mean, at this point, the only time we can look at somebody's dad and be like, do you know who I am? They'd be like, yeah, and you're not funny.
Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, and so... Where the duel was, I was like, he's for sure getting tossed overboard. And then I thought it wasn't going to. I thought, okay.
I thought, all right, they're restraining it.
For some reason, I thought in a Taylor Sheridan flick, oh, this is going to end cordially. And then wouldn't you know it, he just gets Hail Married into the Atlantic and dies immediately.
There's a very common solution to all of the problems that Taylor Sheridan's characters have. Mm-hmm. And it's just getting them off of something.
It's just throwing them off of something.
Find a high cliff. Yeet.
Yep. Hey, Taylor, they're going to be in the ocean. Throw them off
the boat.
The top deck, please.
As high as you can get in the boat.
Yeah. How big's the boat? Is it Titanic?
Throw it off.
I had a moment where when they were getting on these ships, I keep thinking they're going to get on the Titanic. And then I'm going to be like, what? Come on.
Like they're going to pan down and it's going to say Titanic.
Well, there was that shot of the boat they were getting on. And I was like, nope.
No.
So that guy got thrown off the boat.
Yes.
That was fun.
Spencer ends up in the brig. His wife ends up confined to quarters.
It all happens.
Sure, totally.
And now they're split apart.
Right.
And she's yelling, I'll meet you in Montana.
Right.
And he writes love stories so well. Mm-hmm. And just, I loved I think he said you may deny the marriage, but you cannot deny their passion or their love.
Sure.
Oh,
yeah, well said.
heart melting.
Well said.
God.
That's like straight out of a paperback romance novel.
Love it so much. So that's going on.
That's going on in the ship. Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Let's go to 50 Shades of Taylor Sheridan.
What, dude? Like what?
Like it's a lot. The bank. I get it. The banker guy is evil. Yeah. Can we chill?
Look, you cast him. The voice. It's like we know he's sadistic.
We know that he's horrible. We know
he is clearly the villain.
We've made that clear.
Yeah,
and I know that most people probably have a higher tolerance for pretty extreme, explicit sexual scenes.
Yeah.
And I feel like mine's decently high when it comes to that scene was so long.
It was long, but here's my opinion on it personally. I think sex scenes in movies should only be used to develop character or be funny. Like those are the two things you can do.
Because sex itself develops character and is funny.
I don't think sex should be shown graphically or explicitly. That was not a sex scene. That was a very well crafted character development piece.
I agree.
That was a sexual situation.
I agree that I developed the character, but did we not already do that? Like,
here's the thing:
had it ended with she's awake, I have some new toys for you to play with. Cut.
No, here's why
we already would have known.
No, here's why we needed it.
Okay,
for the character.
All right,
because we know he's sadistic.
Yeah.
We know what's going on, but this showed us why and how he's manipulative. Right. It was really critical that we see him convince somebody to hurt somebody.
Yeah.
On purpose, and 2. Flip it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what we're seeing is somebody who is so evil and sadistic that they can convince somebody to do evil things and then turn on
and then
them,
suffer
and then suffer in turn.
Yeah.
Right.
I get that.
So that was actually really necessary.
But do you think we could have shown it a different way? Do you think that
I think it was more impactful?
That?
I don't know necessarily, because I think
like he could have shot the sheep guy's wife
that shows is
or
like
something.
But what that shows is like he's currently helping out the sheep guy's wife or the sheep guy. And
what's his name again?
I can't remember. I know him as Braun.
Yeah,
it's
Braun.
like it's Braun. So what we're gonna see is somebody is gonna betray Braun.
Yeah,
because of the manipulation.
Yeah,
and we're gonna see something weird like that happen. And it
or do you think Braun
sets
betrays
it up nicely?
him?
And it might, but like
but
it sets it up really nicely because you see who that is and what he's about.
Yeah,
right.
And he's gonna die.
Probably, yeah. Probably very violently.
Yeah.
Probably.
She'll be great.
Probably in a very similar scenario as, whenever he's like, now it's your turn.
Yeah.
Right? He's going to be in the former position where he's the one in power over somebody. And then that somebody isn't going to hesitate for a second.
See, that's why
which is why Braun may kill him. Right?
I said in our, I think it was 2 reviews ago, Braun. What is his name?
Braun from Game of Thrones.
O'Flanagan?
O'Flanagan. O'Halligan. O'Malley.
Seamus. That guy.
Anyway,
I said a few episodes ago, I think he's going to kill him.
And I think you might be right. Yeah.
There was one shot where you can see some concern for what he's done in his eyes.
Yeah.
And then when the girl comes down, that's the prostitute.
We'll see. And that's part of why you need it is...
I guess. I think the scene, I understand needing to develop the character. I think the scene could have been shorter.
I think it was really impactful. I think it was a well-crafted scene, and anything to keep me away from from Jack. Like,
fair.
Just the driest, most annoying character
I
ever.
feel bad for Jack, man.
We all do, because he does nothing.
He got punched by O'Malley.
He got cold cocked by O'Malley.
Yeah, that sucks. He lost his daughter or son, whatever.
Something like that.
That sucks.
That sucks. His wife is pretty useless. That sucks.
That sucks. It's like, oh, look, it's Casey.
He doesn't seem that smart. That sucks.
But he's very handsome.
He's, you know what?
And those wool chaps are pretty cute.
They make quite a statement.
Yeah, they make. I love watching it. Like, why is he the only one with the sheepskin?
It does not make sense that more people don't have warmer clothing.
Right.
But
like, why is he the one wearing?
I don't know.
He's the leather.
Maybe because it's like he's a part of the Dutton family, so he has more money.
I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows?
So that's going on, and then we've got Indian girl and
and her new love interest.
I'm still not over like who is this person? Yada yada rainwater. All right. Yeah, that love spark happened so quick, which I guess
it's almost like they forced it.
It's almost they were like she needs a love interest. Hey. That guy doesn't die now. Get him over here.
Yeah.
And I think you're right that this is going to end with there's going to be a battle of some sort between sheep guys and Duttons and Spencer, and they're actually about to lose. And then like, where did we just end up?
Well,
why are they killing each other? And then they save them.
They must be a season 2 because they're setting up a situation where he has to mortgage the ranch.
Yeah.
And then evil guy comes in and buys that mortgage. That's what they're setting up.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that's what just happened, right?
Right. Yeah.
Well, no,
it hadn't happened yet.
Hasn't happened yet.
That's what they set up. Like they didn't. They're hinting at.
So you don't think this ends in 10?
I don't think
episodes?
this ends in 10. I think
Really?
they do. I think they're going to do another season of this one.
Is that
or they're going to extend
structured?
It.
Like
I don't know. I'd have to check. I don't know. I know.
want more.
The answer is I don't know.
This is
They're
like
either
this
gonna go
show more than Yellowstone
at this
so
moment.
good.
Yeah.
So good.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
They're weaving everything together really well. Even down to their main ranch hand going home.
Yeah.
Being followed and that whole scene.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Also sucked. Oh, I was very upset.
That
about
was upsetting.
Yeah, very upsetting. And like,
Look, he does a really good job of being Taylor Sheridan, of saying this is the Wild West, this is how things happened. And there were some really messed up things.
yeah.
In our history.
lot. Yeah.
And it is a way of recognizing those messed up things without preaching.
Yeah. Exactly.
Which is one of the reasons I respect him.
Yeah. Well, the one thing he does do on the
Well, he
preaching
does, yeah.
side is business people are bad.
Right. He does that all the time, and it's weird.
Because
Because
a lot of money.
you.
Hand that feeds you. Anyway.
Yeah. We all artists do it.
Yeah, just an artist
Yeah,
thing,
yeah, it's an
right?
artist thing.
Yeah, screw you, not sponsors. Stop giving us money.
Oh, wait.
Oh. Speaking of money,
Hey, man.
Texas Podcast t-shirts are available.
Check it out.
at
It's right here.
TexasPod.com.
This is one of my favorite designs.
This is our bestseller.
It's our bestseller at the moment.
Feel free to go check that out. We've
Wear
got.
it as a pump cover or a pump revealer.
I really like
Revealer.
that shirt.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
shirt
order
actually-
a gray
or
one.
the gray.
I'm gonna order
The gray is really nice.
Yeah, I like the gray.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
that came out good.
We've had requests to make these into crop tops as well.
We also now have stickers up. It's really only one stick. I am so
You have
pale.
what? Are you pale?
I am very pale. Wow.
You're not that pale.
God.
You're the same color. You're the same as me.
I'm not.
You're the same.
That's very. Anyway, go to TexasPod.com. Get a t-shirt. We have the Spurs retro logo. We have the plain, just Texas white t-shirt.
the classic.
We have the beef beer battle, or beef beer battle of the Alamo office reference. Go check that one out.
I recommend the baby blue. It's a great color.
It's very good. Love that shirt. And we also, for those of you who still like our liberal tattoos video, which is still
our best performing video.
for some reason growing.
Y'all love it. /hate it.
We have liberal tattoo stickers that you can buy and put on your car, put on your water bottle, put on your butt. I don't care. Just go
Put it
buy
wherever you want.
But thank you guys so much for listening. This has been another 1923 recap. Taylor, if you're listening, we love you so much. Keep writing good stuff. And
Can't wait to have you on the podcast to make fun of me.
It'll be great. Yeah, dude,
Oh, man.
I can't wait to get punched in the face.
Cannot wait.
One day, I would pay him to punch me. All right, so
Pretty sure you do it for free.
make sure to
Got any
follow
boats?
us at Texas. Dude, don't get near Taylor Sheridan on a high surface. That's for sure. Because apparently,
Why are you like 10 feet away? Oh, no reason.
no reason. Why do you keep getting closer? Why are we back?
Why are we? Hey,
Yeah. Hey, stop, Taylor, stop! Not the train station. Anyway,
I'm really not going to accept the invitation to the Space Needle from Taylor Sheridan. That's all I'm saying.
it's like, hey, Taylor, can we meet in like I don't know Midland where it's flat?
Can we meet at sea level?
Yeah. Can we meet in Marfa where you can't push me off anything?
Oh man.
All right. Well, thank you guys for
Thank
listening.
y'all.
Follow at Texish Pod on Instagram and YouTube. We're on no other platforms because they're going to steal our data and it's going to be banned in Texas anyway. And anything else?
I think that's it for now. Bye, y'all.
Howdy, 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 everyone. Thank you so much for enjoying this episode of Texish. If you liked it, subscribe.
That way, anytime new reels or new episodes come out, you'll be the first one to know. It also, frankly, help us keep doing something that we love. We hope you love it too. If you've been listening for a while or you're a new listener, go to our store at TexasPod.com. We've got a couple of t-shirts there. You can see one of them right here. They're really good, really high quality, and frankly, we just think they're the best. So go buy a shirt, make sure you subscribe, and thanks for tuning in.
Bye, y'all.